Good morning, hustlers. How are you today? On holiday, been on holiday, some are on holiday, some are not on holiday, blah, blah, blah. Tim, Tony. Just let me know, guys, that it's working and that I'm wearing, hang on a second, but I'm doing this. I'm putting my victory signs in the air. Tell me that you can see that. And if you can, webinars are fixed. So let me know. That'll be good. I'm pretty sure it's fixed. I've tested it. It says it's fixed. And then we can get started. So some response would be good. Say, yes, I can see you. And it is the 23rd of July. Ready to rumble. Cool. Fire your questions in as normal, please. It's been busy. It's been very, very busy. Busy, busy, busy. Good for cash flow. Awesome for cash flow. Right, just let me just check my emails to see who's on. Right, so we go here. Good. Okay, so today, what we want to talk about before we get into the technicalities of service accommodation is your belief systems. Now, a lot of you on here are making a hell of a lot of money. And there's 2 or 3 of you that aren't. Most of you are, which is good. Now, that's easy for me to deal with because when you're making a lot of money, I need to help you adjust your spending patterns, your profit, where it goes, these type of things, right? Tax and the implications of that, and so on and so on and so on. Now, obviously, I get help for that from my accountant because I can't actually give you financial advice. But hey, so if you think about where you are now and where you were a year ago, and some of you have been with me for 3-4 years. Now, a lot of people who have been with me 3 or 4 years, they duck and dive into these webinars or they give me a text and, because they know what's going on and they know most of what they need to know, it's only when something really technical comes up, they send me a text. And then we answer that, and it's pretty much that's the conversation. Unless you invite me to Ibiza parties or whatever it is, or Marbella, and I'll turn up. It's good. Children permitting and wife permitting, obviously. So the difference between perhaps where you are with very little, or maybe you've just started without a deal, and to those who have many deals, and like myself who has deals, and you're working these and you're actually seeing profits come in, the main difference is your mentality and your belief systems. So there are some people who have started this, and I could probably name 3 people in the last 4 years that have struggled to get started in either rent-to-rent, property, service accommodation, whatever, any other strategy. Now, it doesn't matter what strategy you get put in front of you, what you pay for mentoring, what you do, until you change your belief systems, you ain't going to make a penny. And I worked with a couple of people who were in the same boat as what you might be right now. And I can tell you now that all of those people are making a regular monthly profit, wages, pay, whatever you want to call it, from property. And all of them have quit their day jobs. That's the way it is. Now, is it me pushing them? To a certain extent, yes, because I won't take no for an answer. You know, if I say to you, have you done this? And you say no, whoa, what the hell's no? You either say yes, or you tell me when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and why you haven't done it on time. It's never, ever no. No is a coward's cop-out. No means you have no real answer, you're just freaking lazy. That's what no really means in the business world. So if it's down to your mentality, and you may think that, for instance, service accommodation. So I mentor people who make hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, and people who make, you know, £500-600 a month. So there's a big difference. Now, to get that first deal, you all need the same mentality, the same mindset. And if you don't have that, it's going to take you longer, because you're going to have to also deal with mindset issues and the fact that you think you can't. Because as the old saying goes, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So in other words, you're either going to or you're not. So you need to make the decision on, are you going to do this? Because if you're not, don't come onto the webinars. Don't go and talk to agents. Don't fucking waste anyone else's time until you are mentally ready. You know, there's some of you go flitter here, there, like a fucking throwing darts at a dartboard. Very few of you hit the bullseye, and even less of you know that the bullseye is not top score. It's that little red bit at the top. You get a 180. So you need to work out where you're going to focus. You need to keep focusing. Imagine a dart player throwing at the dartboard. Oh shit, I can't get 180, can't get 180, can't get 180. 99 out of 100 people will say, right, I'm giving up. But that one person, he keeps going, wow, you know what? This is getting easier. It's getting easier. In fact, I've now got a coach. He's telling me that my arm is out there, which is why the darts are going over there. Now I'm here. It's actually in line with where I'm bloody focusing. I know nothing about darts. That's just me thinking that that's the way it's got to be, right? Because otherwise you're over here. So thinking logically, your biggest resource is your mind. But you need to be resourceful to be able to tap into your mind to what it is you're going to do. But you need to also program your mind and tell your mind what you want your mind to do, because your mind has been programmed for many, many years up until now. And it might have been programmed with a load of shit. I know in the first, well, let's say I'm 47 now. Let's say in the first, I don't know, 33 years of my life, it was polluted with negative shit. And I had to turn around that negativity to turn into positivity. And I used other people's knowledge of this, and I used other people's experience, and I found people that I wanted to copy, and I watched them, and I became what they were doing. I still have my own self, my own person, who I am, my own beliefs, but for that certain thing, I followed them. People talk about Tony Robbins this, Tony Robbins that, you know, firewalk. To me, fucking firewalk, whatever you want to do, right? It's just, I don't know. To me, it's a load of shit, but, you know, that's just my opinion. When I first went to see Tony Robbins, it must have been, I don't know, 18 years ago. And I went there, and it wasn't so much the rah, whoo, God bless America, all of that hype bullshit to get you to buy extra stuff and more information. And at the same time, I saw a guy called Zig Ziglar, and before that, I saw a guy called, his name escapes me, Tom Hopkins, the little short, dark-haired guy, American, Tom Hopkins. It was about probably 25 years ago. Now, the one thing that I learned that I still carry on now, there's two things actually, probably three things. There's one person from Tom Hopkins, one from Zig Ziglar, and one from Tony Robbins. And you only need one thing, but you need to make sure you're going to do something with it. So Zig Ziglar talks all about attitude. And with the wrong attitude, you're going to do the wrong things. With the right attitude, you're going to do the wrong things. You're going to attract the right things. And then we, get into the law of attraction, right? Law of attraction is only going to work if you get off your ass. The law of attraction doesn't work sitting there. Oh, my mother slept with my husband's daughter's girlfriend, Jeremy Kyle style. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hang on a second. There's a commercial break. I'm going to have a cup of tea and a coffee. Oh, this law of attraction shit doesn't work. I'm supposed to be rich right now. Hang on. Law of attraction. Come on. No, not working. Fuck. Come on, what could it be? What do I have to do to get this law of attraction to work? No. Somebody walks into the room. Mate, get off your ass, go and do some work. You'll make some money. Go to work, make some money. Oh shit, law of attraction. It must have been that person who came in. I was attracting that person. No, that person was pissed off with you, sitting on their ass, doing nothing, achieving nothing. So I'm digressing. And then Tony Robbins taught me this thing that you can sit. You don't necessarily meditate, but there was a method to get bad things out of your head, and then you make room for good things. And it's kind of like, and the words that he used were similar to, I think it's Gandhi, or it could have been Dalai Lama. Anyway, to me, they came to me from Tony Robbins. And that is, if you start thinking right now that you're going to be poor for the rest of your life, all the other shit follows. Because you start talking about, I've got no money, I need money. So poor people, right? I've just been in Marbella, Port de Banús. I stayed in Port de Banús for 5 nights with my wife and 2 other friends. And it came to me again when I was there. There's all these people going around in flash cars showing off, doing all the bullshit. And it came to me again there that the poor people of the world, or the people who want money for nothing, they are the ones who talk most about money. It's not the people who have money that talk about money because they don't need to. And I found that when I was there, I spoke to a couple of people or so, and there was cars going by and flash Audis and Porsches and Bentleys, you name it, right? And people go, oh, that's this, that's it, oh, that's this, that's that much, that's that much, that's that much. Most people don't give a shit. The people who buy those cars, they don't give a shit ordinarily unless they want to show it off. But it's the poor people who say, ooh, how much does that cost? I bet that's a phone number. All this sort of stuff, Money's round to go round and all this sort of stuff. Well, if you want to sit down and talk about money, it ain't going to create a law of attraction. You've got to go out and do something. What we do in this business, in service accommodation, is piss easy compared to what you have to do in a lot of other businesses. You can get it up to build up to passive income. It's awesome. If you start to automate a lot of your stuff. There's people out in Port de Banús doing boat trips and this sort of stuff. They're doing boat trips. They're sitting on a boat. They've got to go. Oh yeah. Another boat. Sailing trips they offer. Boat trips. £1,500 a day, $5,000 a day, whatever you want. Yeah, they're making good money, but they're only making it when the sun's shining, and yet they're doing the same tour every day. And I said to this guy, how's this? Oh, it's great. It's awesome. I'm living the dream. And I said, so what's it like to do this every fucking day of the summer? To be honest with you, it bores the shit out of me. So what we do in our business, we're creating more income than what they make. They're obviously hiring their boats and do whatever. They're doing a rent-to-rent basis as well, right? We're creating more income, and we have the ability to switch on, another property when we feel the need to, more income. And Tony's on here now, and Tony's like, yeah, I want a bit more income. Well, if I can go get that property, go and find the properties. Now, at the moment, it's hard to do other things because it's very, very busy. I mean, we're talking 98, 99% occupancy rate at the moment where we are. So Tony, I'm having a dig here, but I'm only saying Tony, so don't upset anyone else. So, and I know I can say that to Tony. So, you know, Tim, Rashid, guys, you know, Yogita, go out. If you want money, go out and get a deal. Don't phone me up and say it's fucking hard. It's hard. It's not hard. There are deals everywhere, and there are deals being done every single freaking day. Perhaps you need to ask in a different way. Perhaps you need to go in and not ask for a property. This could be the way, you know, hey, tell them what you do, introduce yourself. And they might say, you know what, we work with people like you, which is what I've done in the last couple of weeks for Marbella. As I tried a different stance. You know, I went out with Ravi in and around King's Cross. And it's the same old thing. I haven't go at Ravi, but everyone does it. All the agents are saying, no, we can't do it, don't work with you. Okay, cool. So I said, all right, let's have a day out. So day out, you know, you start at 10, finish at 2, 2:30. So I said, let's have some time out. So we went out, and I think we visited, and Ravi was on fire. We visited about 8 or 9 agents. And we walked in there, first one, yeah, we can do that. Next one, yeah, we can do that. Next one, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, do you want a viewing? Booked 2 or 3 viewings as well. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do that. Next one, no, we don't do that. Why don't you do it? Because we do it ourselves. Okay, thank you, bye. So they're still doing it, but they just don't want to do it with us. Next one, yeah, we work with other people like you. Let us know, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So I think it was 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 8 that said, yes, we do. So I've been in this business a long time. If anyone comes to me and says to me that agents don't want to work with me or don't want to work with us, you're fucking saying something wrong, or you're doing something wrong, or you're going in there with the wrong body language or wrong attitude. You're going in there scared shitless. You're going in there, you're going in there thinking you can't. And what did we say at the start? If you can't, you can't. If you can, you can. So change the freaking attitude and your world will change around you. I can guarantee you that. You know, I have times when my attitude is like, I don't want to work for in the next 2 months. You know, when you don't have to, you think, where's the motivation to go out and work? Where's the motivation to go out and get more? And then my wife goes, oh, the school fees have gone up. This has gone up. Oh, I duck a new car, and you know, I went car shopping on the weekend. I'm looking at getting an Audi RS6. So, you know, you start thinking, right, cool, motivation. For me to get motivated, I have to go and buy shit. Or I have to say, I want to go and buy this. Because otherwise, I've got everything that I need. You know, I drive a Range Rover Sport. I've got other cars. To me, I'm not really a car. I love cars, but I'm not into cars, if you know what I mean. I'm not one of these people who wants to sit in a Ferrari with my bald head sticking out the top, revving up the engine going, whoa, because I've got the woman that I want. I've got the kids that I want. I've got the house that I want. You know, I've got the car. I've got everything that I need, I could possibly need. So for me to be motivated, I need to put shit in front of myself. You know, so if you're getting comfortable, go and get another car. Go and get a new car or get a bigger house. Pardon me. You know, we're looking at adding another 4 to 5 houses to our portfolio, and we're going to buy in Stamford. You know, but to me, I was thinking, yeah, cool, we're right away. And my wife says, well, you know, I need more houses. You know, you've got to look after the kids. They'll need more. You know, things are getting worse in the world. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So go in, put your fucking self in gear, and get out there and do it. Now, I know a lot of you on here, you have kids. So if you want a motivation and you can't motivate yourself, and the people on here, most of you have a partner or married or whatever, get them to set goals for you if you're shit at setting goals. You know, Tim, Tony, Rashid, you know, guys, go and get your missus, say, look, and this will be hard. This will be hard for some of you. but sit in front of them and say, look, can we have an hour? I need an hour one-to-one time with you. Sure. Look them in the eyes and say to them, do I provide everything for you that you think that you need or you dreamed of? Am I a good providing husband? Yeah, it hits you, doesn't it? Or am I a good providing wife? You know, do I help you? Do I motivate you? I'm not talking, you know, just the basics of marriage. Do I help you? Do I inspire you? These type of things. And then, you know, you want them to inspire you as well. You know, we've got a kid, we've got two, we've got three, we've got four kids. Do I provide what you dreamed of when you thought of getting married and having kids when you were younger? Do I provide that now? Or is life a struggle for you, Mrs. Banfield? Is life a struggle for you? Or Mr. Banfield, you know, as Mrs. Banfield, is life a struggle for you? You know, what do you think about when you first get up? What do you think about before you first go to bed? Is it money and the lack of money? Is it the lack of motivation? You know, if you don't have a partner, go and speak to your mum or your dad and say, look at me in the eye and say, Mum, Dad, have I turned out exactly how you thought I would turn out? You know, not from what they provided or couldn't provide, because they may have been poor like my parents. Just say, you know, am I doing you proud? Am I doing things right? Give me some guidance. And if they say, you know, you're right, you're a bit lazy sometimes, when you get off your ass and go and do things, okay, good. But why? Well, you've got two beautiful children. You've got a beautiful wife. You've got other people that you can help. You know, part of why I got into training is to help other people, because somebody said to me, sat down and said to me, you can't just take everything for yourself. Now, if I took everything for myself and went out and worked like a, you know, spent my time doing property that I spend on you guys, you know, a lot of you is, I don't know, I reckon we must have, from all of the people that I've taught, over £2 million income per month, putting you all together. You know, it's, I mean, that's incredible money. £2 million a month, 24 million pounds a year. And I like to think that, you know, I've at least seeded or something, or helped you or inspired you to go out and make that money. And that makes me feel good. But I do know that 95% of the strategy and what I've taught you is down to you and your motivation, which is why some of you go out and you do the 95%, but some of you are only doing the 30 or the 40, and this is where you're tripping up. Because you haven't got the heart and the soul, you're not pushing because you don't have that motivation, the why, if you want to call it that. You don't have that why on your shoulder going, come on, mate, let's go. Your kids, you know, you want a better school for your kids, you know. My son's at football camp all week, you know. Who's going to pay for football camp? You know, who's going to get his little boots and the ball and his gloves and whatever, his goalkeeper gloves? You know, who's going to be able to go there and pick him up at 3 o'clock as a proud dad, and the sun comes out, Dada, hey, and they want to tell you all day, all night about how they scored goals and they saved goals and all that sort of stuff. But if you're working 9 to 5 or 6 till bloody 10 o'clock at night, whatever it might be, how are you going to be there for your kid? You're going to have to say, sorry, mate, I can't do today. Well, why can't you do today? Because I'm fucking lazy. Because I haven't got it in my heart to go out and do what it is that I need to do. You know, I haven't motivated myself. And if I can't motivate myself, I haven't got on for my ass and go and ask someone to motivate me. Mrs. B, what do I need to do to make our life better in the future? What do I need to do to keep improving? Look at my kids. What do I need to do to, and it's not always money, but money will give you time. Like I'm saying, you know, go and pick my kid up at 3 o'clock. Hey, mate. And it's our wedding anniversary today. We're going to have a nice dinner. You know, I'm going to have the kids with us. You know, we can go where we want. You know, and we just spent a week away in Spain. You know, it's, life is good. And Tim has just sent me a photo. And I'll show you if you don't mind, because there's nothing incriminating there. But you can see there, that's Tim's office. And Tim, I'm not sure if you have 14 or 15 properties now. That's Tim's office. You know, and I always be proud of Tim for what he's done, what he's achieved, because he had a bird there and a bird there. Do I do this now for the sake of other people, or do I do this now for the sake of me and my family and others? You know, and I remember that day I said, mate, push them aside for a bit, because what they want you to do now will be forgotten in a year's time when everything settles down. On here, that's the rest of your life. So you've got to move forward, you've got to make these decisions. But here you have a lot more motivation, if you know what I mean. So good, well done. And Tony as well, huge motivation. I've said to Tony, I say to my wife a lot, you know, she says, how's Tony? And my son, how's Tony? And my daughter, how's Tony? Because they've met him quite a few times. And, you know, and my wife always says, how's Tony? And I said, he's awesome. In fact, I don't know the old Tony. I don't know where he went. He's like, he's gone. Here's Tony here. Different motivations. You know, that's what we like to see. I mean, we've got Sam Ayer and Calv. They're going for accreditations with SAS. It's awesome. Jimmy London is in Spain again in Ibiza. I think he's been on holiday already 6 or 7 times this year because he has built this passive income up. And he did all of that within a year and a half, 2 years. You know, it's awesome business. So I hope that helps. I don't want to, this is not to hammer you. This is to help you see that you have this huge opportunity in your hands right now that is sitting there. And the people who are making the money, they see it, they realize it, and they know what I'm talking about. But those who don't, you got your hands here, and you just got to move a little bit around, a little bit back, catch it, almost like a cricketer. Bring it into your chest so you know it's not going to drop, and keep the fucker there, and then grip it and hold it, and just run with it, and make it work. Now, if you say to me service accommodation doesn't work, drop off now and don't ever come back, because you're bullshitting yourself, not me. I don't care if you bullshit yourself, but don't bullshit me, because I know it works. I know firsthand it's awesome. I just want another 10 properties. That's what I want to get. 10 more. And that's my focus. And it's not just for me. I want 10 more so Tony can kick back and employ people and live the life. You know, go and sit on the beach and go and do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. Go and hang out in New Zealand for a month or 2 months if he wants to. You know, this is what I want to do. So now I'm focusing more. My focus now, ever since I've been away for the week, is to focus more on helping other people become successful. Because when I've done this in the past, success just follows to me anyway. It just comes around. It's that law of attraction. The more people you help, the more help you get. And it's not me asking for help, it just happens. It just comes back. You know, if I help Tony more, you know, I'm going to get more business. And that's the way it is, you know. So I've got to go down and cut grass in one of the properties, you know, when we have a break in the property. I'm not sure when that is actually, Tony. Let's have a look. You might say, why are you cutting grass, Ash? It's partnership. Someone's got to do it. Tony's busy. So I think we have a break today, but I think we're going to we have a break next week, 2 or 3 days. So I think Monday, Tuesday, the 29th, the 30th, I think, Tone. The 30th of July, I think I'll come down and we'll spruce up the garden in the big property, if that's okay. Unless you think it needs doing, well, it would have to be today, wouldn't it? If you think it needs doing today, let me know. If not, we'll do it next week. So, good. Now, let's have a look at questions. Either I'll put you to sleep or I've scared the shit out of you. Okay. Thank you. Scared the shit out of you. Scared the shit into you, I hope. Let's just look here. Questions. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, good. Morning, Ash. Let me know when you're free to talk about these deals I have taken on. Have a mad week ahead, shit. Well done, Ray. Excellent. I'll call you later. Okay. Good. Okay, well done to Stuart and Emily as well. You've just taken on your second property. Awesome work. Well done. Super proud. Okay, that pretty much covers. Okay, do you make sofa beds up ready for guests or leave it so they can use it as a sofa? Okay, so 6 of one and a half does the other. If they check in, if you know that they're checking in ahead of time before 8 p.m., you know, they may be running late. If they're checking in before 8 p.m., then kind of leave it, and they'll do it themselves. If they're doing after 8 p.m., then I would have the cleaners. If you know ahead of time they're going to be checking in late and you're going to do a remote check-in, then I would get it made up. Alternatively, what we can do is you can ask in your automated emails, you know, the one where your visitors up and coming like 6-7 days before. If you've ordered a sofa bed, if there are one or two people staying on the sofa bed, say if you know that they are, if you've got 6 people, can you just ask them, would you like the sofa bed made up before or after? Most will probably not want it made up, and yeah, I'd probably just communicate that and ask if they would like it made up, because if there are 6 people and the sofa bed is an actual couch, then there's a whole couch where people can't sit down if they're going to sit down and, you know, maybe have a drink or something that night. So ordinarily probably not made up, but yeah, communication. You may also want to leave instructions on how to pull the bed out, put the bed in, that type of thing, and where the linen is. Or you could just leave it out with a little note on top, sofa bed linen. Whatever you wish or you think is the best. Good, good, good. Okay. Yes, it is freaking hot at the moment. All of this week, I think it's touching 30 degrees in most places. London's going to get up to like 34. Now, if you don't have aircon and your property is really hot, I would try and get some sort of aircon unit. Some people may complain that they're noisy, but I'll tell you what, they'll complain a lot more if they can sit in the apartment because it's too bloody hot. You can hire aircon units as well, even if it's just this week. I know that Tony has bought one for 60 quid, I think it was, for one of our flats because the windows on the side can't open because it would be too noisy. And we've had no complaints in reviews that it's hot in any of our properties, in fact. People saying it's hot. But Tony has filled them with fans and aircon units. I think there's aircon in one unit in one, but fans in another. But again, we have, have the frosting on the windows so that people can open them up if they want, even above the frosting, and still feel private. So they can open windows and keep cool at night, because it does. Last night was quite warm. I mean, I actually shut the windows and had the cover on, but I'm not in London. And the worst thing about living in the countryside is the bloody pigeons wake you up. Oh, in the morning at first light, 4:30 a.m. Good. All right, guys. Unless there's anything else that pretty much covers it. Most people are obviously, a lot of people are on holiday at the moment. I know that. So if there's anything you need, anything urgent, just give me a call. And but I'll be busy for the next hour and a half, up until about 11:30 actually. But if you need me, give me a call. Otherwise, get out there and make money while the sun shines, because it is awesome work. Loads of people are coming to the UK. Tons of people are coming to the UK for a holiday. Take a look outside. Everywhere's bloody brown. And then when England's brown, the sun is shining. So get out there, enjoy it. If you're away on holiday like Tim or like I was last week, I hope you're having fun. Make sure you're still tapping into your business at least an hour a day to make sure everything's running cool. It's only an hour a day. That's all you got to do, just to tap in and check things out. If you want to do more because you're passionate about it, get out and do it. Other than that, take care, guys. Have an awesome day. And for those who are smashing the crap out of this, well done. Congratulations. For those who aren't, get off your backsides and get out there and do something, because everyone else is taking the money off the table. Stop leaving the money on the table. Take care. Have fun. God bless. Have an awesome